Welcome to my coin collection channel. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of United States quarter dollars, featuring the 1979D, 1981P, 1986D, and 1996D coins. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned numismatist, this video will give you detailed insights into these iconic coins. Let's start with the 1979D quarter dollar. The 1979D quarter dollar is a significant piece of United States coinage that belongs to the Washington Quarter Series, which has been produced continuously since 1932. The series was originally created to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States, on the bicentennial of his birth, and has remained one of the most widely circulated and collected coins in American numismatics. The Washington Quarter of 1979 was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D mint mark located on the obverse side of the coin just to the right of Washington's neck, above the ribbon tying his hair. This mint mark is critical for collectors and coin enthusiasts, as it differentiates coins produced at different mints and can affect the coin's rarity and value. The quarter's obverse features the iconic profile of George Washington, which was designed by John Flanagan and first introduced in 1932. Flanagan's portrait of Washington is based on a bust sculpted by Jean-Antoine Hedon in the late 18th century, capturing the likeness of the first president with remarkable detail. Washington is depicted in classical style, with a solemn and dignified expression, his hair tied back in a queue, and his gaze directed to the left. The word liberty arches over the top of the coin, signifying the enduring principles upon which the United States was founded. Below Washington's chin, the coin bears a phrase, "In God We Trust," a national motto that has appeared on U.S. coinage since the mid-19th century. The date 1979 is prominently displayed at the lower right side of the obverse, aligned with the edge of the coin. The overall design is admired for its elegance and simplicity, and the portrait has remained largely unchanged throughout the decades, providing a sense of continuity in American coinage. On the reverse side, the 1979D quarter dollar showcases a heraldic eagle, which has been a mainstay of the Washington Quarter Series for much of its history until the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. The eagle is depicted with its wings spread, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons, symbolizing the nation's readiness to defend its freedoms, and an olive branch, representing peace and the desire for harmony. The eagle's form is bold and symmetrical, with detailed feathers and a strong, triangular posture that conveys strength and vigilance. Surrounding the eagle is the inscription, United States of America, along the top edge, while the bottom reads quarter dollar, indicating the denomination of the coin. The reverse also includes a subtle rim edge, which adds to the structural integrity and overall visual framing of the design. The combination of these elements represents the balance between the country's ideals of peace and preparedness, a recurring theme in American coin symbolism. The 1979D quarter is composed primarily of a clad combination of metals. Specifically, it consists of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This composition, known as cupronickel, was adopted for Washington quarters in 1965 following the Coinage Act of 1965. Which eliminated silver from circulating quarters due to rising silver prices and the increasing demand for coins during the post-war economic expansion. The cupronickel composition gives the coin a bright, silvery appearance, although over time it can develop a warm patina or toning, depending on environmental conditions. The coin has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a thickness of 1.75 millimeters. It weighs approximately 5.67 grams. Its reeded edge is not only a security feature to prevent counterfeiting, but also a tactile design element that collectors appreciate. The mintage of the 1979D quarter dollar was substantial, reflecting the large demand for coinage during that period. The Denver Mint produced over 197 million quarters in 1979, which ensures that this coin is widely available in circulation and in collectors' hands today. Despite the high mintage, collectors often seek out coins in uncirculated condition or those with minimal wear, as these coins retain their original luster and detail features. Coins with sharp strike details, especially around Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers, are considered more desirable. Additionally, Some coins may exhibit die variations, minor mint errors, or planchet anomalies, which can make individual specimens particularly interesting to numismatists. Such variations might include double dies, off-center strikes, or small clippings, each of which can affect the value and rarity of a coin within the collector market. In terms of market value, the 1979 D-quarter dollar generally holds modest monetary worth in circulated condition due to its large mintage and widespread availability. A typical circulated coin may be valued at face value, $0.25, or slightly higher if sold to a coin dealer or collector. However, uncirculated coins, especially those graded by professional services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can command higher prices depending on their quality. Coins in MS-65, Mint State 65, or higher grades can be worth several dollars to collectors, while exceptionally well-preserved coins or rare error specimens may fetch even higher premiums. Collectors often emphasize the importance of eye appeal, luster, and strike quality when evaluating quarters from this era. The 1979 D-quarter also holds significance in the broader context of American coinage history. It represents a continuing evolution of the Washington quarter from its original silver composition to the modern clad format, reflecting economic changes in government policy. It is a product of the late 1970s, a period characterized by inflation, economic transitions, and increased coin production to meet circulation needs. The coin is part of a transitional era in U.S. numismatics, bridging the post-war silver quarters and the modern commemorative and state quarter programs that would follow in later decades. Collectors often view this period as a time when coins were plentiful yet still aesthetically faithful to classical designs, providing an accessible entry point for new collectors and a reliable addition to long-standing collections. For those interested in building a collection of Washington quarters, the 1979 D-coin serves as an essential inclusion. Its combination of historical relevance, accessibility, and classic design makes it a cornerstone for both beginner and advanced collectors. Many collectors pursue complete sets of Denver Mint quarters for each year, and the 1979 D represents a readily obtainable yet visually appealing piece for such a set. Additionally, the coin provides a tactile connection to history, as it is circulated through everyday transactions, held in wallets, and passed through countless hands, creating a tangible link to the economic and cultural life of the United States in the late 1970s. Next, the 1981 P-quarter dollar. The 1981 P-quarter dollar is a notable issue in the United States Washington Quarter Series, a coinage series that has maintained its design continuity since 1932. The Washington Quarter was initially introduced to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth and quickly became a staple of American circulation. The 1981 P-quarter was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the absence of a mint mark on the obverse side, which distinguishes it from coins struck at other facilities, such as Denver or San Francisco. This coin represents the continuing production of quarters in the late 20th century, a period characterized by stable economic growth, a high demand for circulating coinage, and technological advances in minting processes that allowed for consistent quality and precision. The obverse of the 1981 P-quarter dollar features a familiar profile of George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan and first introduced in 1932. The portrait itself is based on the neoclassical bust created by French sculptor Jean-Antoine Hedon in the late 18th century. Washington's profile is rendered with fine detail, including the carefully tied queue of his hair, his high forehead, and his prominent, dignified facial features. The design is striking in its balance of realism and classical style, conveying gravitas and authority of the first president of the United States. The word liberty appears prominently along the top edge of the obverse, a reminder of the central ideals upon which the nation was founded. The phrase, "In God We Trust," is inscribed to the left of Washington's chin, reflecting the enduring motto that has been featured on American coins since 1864. The year of mintage, 1981, is positioned below Washington's bust, slightly offset to the right, forming a harmonious balance with the overall composition of the obverse. The rim of the coin is slightly raised, providing protection to the intricate design and helping to maintain the integrity of the strike during circulation. The reverse of the 1981 P-quarter dollar continues the traditional design of the Washington Quarter Series, featuring the heraldic eagle first introduced in 1932. The eagle is depicted with wings spread wide and clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons, symbolizing the nation's preparedness to defend itself, while holding an olive branch, representing the pursuit of peace. The eagle's posture conveys strength and vigilance, while the detailed engraving of its feathers and talons demonstrates the precision of the minting process. Surrounding the eagle are inscriptions identifying the coin and its country of origin. United States of America curves along the top edge, and quarter dollar spans the bottom. The reverse design embodies both symbolism and artistry, reflecting the dual themes of military readiness and peaceful intention, a hallmark of American numismatic design. The composition of the 1981p quarter dollar follows the post-1965 clad format, as silver had been removed from circulating quarters by the Coinage Act of 1965. The coin consists of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This cupronickel composition ensures durability and resistance to corrosion while maintaining a bright silvery appearance. The coin measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter, with a thickness of 1.75 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams. The edge of the coin is reeded, a design feature that not only provides a tactile distinction, but also historically served to prevent the shaving of precious metals from coins when silver was in use. The cupronickel layer provides consistent sheen, though coins in circulation may develop toning or wear over time, altering their color and luster. Mintage numbers for the 1981p quarter dollar are substantial, reflecting the large demand for quarters in circulation during that era. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 298 million quarters in 1981, ensuring that this coin remains widely available for collectors and casual coin enthusiasts. Despite the high mintage, collectors often seek uncirculated examples or those with full mint luster, as these coins retain their original sharpness in design and fine details, particularly in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Variations and minor errors can occasionally be found, adding intrigue and potential value for specialized collectors. Such variations might include double dyes, slight off-center strikes, or planchet imperfections, each offering a unique glimpse into the minting process and providing additional opportunities for numismatic study. The market value of the 1981p quarter dollar is generally modest due to its large mintage and relative commonality. Circulated examples are typically valued at face value, though coins in uncirculated or near-perfect condition can command premiums ranging from a few dollars to higher amounts for top-grade specimens. Collectors often consult professional grading services, such as a Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, to assess a coin's condition accurately, using standardized scales to assign grades such as MS-63, MS-65, or higher. Coins that exhibit exceptional luster, sharp strikes, and minimal contact marks are particularly prized, and those with unique errors or rare die varieties may achieve significantly higher valuations. The 1981p quarter dollar also holds historical significance within the context of late 20th century American coinage. It represents a stable and mature phase of the Washington Quarter Series, bridging the gap between the post-silver era and the eventual introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. Coins from this period are appreciated for their aesthetic fidelity to the original Flanagan design, as well as for their accessibility to collectors. The coin provides insight into the economic conditions of the early 1980s, including the need for high-volume minting to support a growing economy and the evolution of minting technology to maintain consistency and quality in mass-produced coinage. For collectors, the 1981p quarter dollar is a key component of a complete Washington quarter set, particularly for those pursuing coins from each mint and year. Its combination of historical importance, aesthetic appeal, and availability makes it an ideal choice for both novice and experienced numismatists. Many collectors focus on acquiring coins with full luster and sharp details, often favoring specimens that have been stored carefully in protective holders to prevent wear, scratches, or environmental damage. Coins with pleasing toning, resulting from natural oxidation over time, can also be highly sought after due to their unique appearance, adding an element of individuality to each coin. The 1981p quarter dollar is not only a piece of currency, but also a tangible artifact of American history. As it passed to the hands of countless individuals in everyday transactions, it became intertwined with the social and economic fabric of the nation. The coin serves as a reminder of the legacy of George Washington, the enduring American ideals, and the artistry and craftsmanship inherent in U.S. minting practices. Collectors often value this coin not only for its material composition or market price, but also for the historical narrative it represents, encapsulating a specific period in the nation's development. The longevity of the Washington Quarter Series, including the 1981 P issue, is a testament to the enduring appeal of classic design. Moving on to the 1986 D Quarter Dollar. The 1986 D Quarter Dollar is a classic example of the United States Washington Quarter Series, a coinage line that has been in continuous production since 1932. This series was originally introduced to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth, and it quickly became one of the most widely circulated coins in the United States. The D mint mark indicates that the 1986 quarter was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the country's major coin production facilities. The mint mark is located on the obverse side, just above the ribbon that ties George Washington's hair, and serves as a critical identifier for collectors distinguishing coins from the Denver Mint versus Philadelphia or San Francisco. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan and first introduced in 1932. This portrait is based on a neoclassical bust of Washington by the French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon, which captures the dignity and character of the nation's first president. Washington's profile faces left, with a neatly tied Q at the back of his head, a prominent forehead, and a serious, composed expression. The word liberty is prominently inscribed along the top of the obverse, signifying the enduring principles of the United States. To the left of Washington's chin appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," which has adorned U.S. coinage since the mid-19th century. The date 1986 is positioned to the right of the portrait, just above the lower edge, creating a balanced visual composition. The obverse rim is slightly raised, protecting the design from wear and circulation damage. On the reverse, the 1986 D quarter features a traditional heraldic eagle design, which was a standard until the start of the 50 state quarters program in 1999. The eagle is depicted with wings outstretched, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons to represent defense and military readiness, and an olive branch to symbolize the pursuit of peace. The detailed engraving of the eagle's feathers, the arrows, and the olive branch reflects the mint's precision and attention to detail. The inscription surrounding the eagle read, "United States of America," along the top and "Quarter Dollar" along the bottom, clearly denoting the issuing country and the denomination. The rim encircling the design adds durability and enhances the coin's aesthetic. The 1986 D Quarter Dollar is composed of a clad structure featuring an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a core of pure copper. This cupronickel composition, introduced after 1965, replaced silver in circulating quarters, reflecting changes in metal prices and the demand for coinage. The coin has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, a thickness of 1.75 millimeters, and a weight of approximately 5.67 grams. Its reeded edge serves both as a design element and as a functional feature to prevent tampering or clipping. The cupronickel layers maintain a bright, silvery appearance, though over time coins have developed natural toning depending on their environmental exposure. The mintage of the 1986 D quarter was significant, reflecting the ongoing demand for quarters in everyday circulation. The Denver Mint produced over 220 million quarters that year, ensuring the coin is widely available to collectors and the general public. Despite the high mintage, collectors often seek coins in uncirculated condition or with full mint luster because these coins retain the sharpness of the original design, particularly in the fine details of Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Coins that exhibit die variations, minor mint errors, or planchet imperfections can be especially appealing to numismatists. Such anomalies may include double dies, off-center strikes, or minor surface defects, each potentially increasing a coin's interest and value in the collector market. In terms of monetary value, the 1986 D Quarter Dollar is generally considered common in circulated condition and is often worth face value, though uncirculated examples can command premiums depending on their grade. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, in mint state grades MS-63, MS-65, or higher, may sell for several dollars, while exceptionally well-preserved coins with original luster or rare errors can fetch higher prices. Collectors frequently evaluate factors such as strike quality, eye appeal, and surface condition when determining a coin's desirability. The 1986 D quarter dollar also represents a broader historical and economic context. It was produced during the mid-1980s, a period characterized by moderate inflation, economic growth, and increased coin production to meet circulation needs. The coin bridges a gap between earlier Washington quarters struck in the post-silver era and later commemorative and state-specific quarters introduced in the late 1990s. Collectors value it both as a functional coin and as a tangible piece of American history, providing insight into the minting processes, artistry, and national symbolism of the time. For collectors seeking to complete a comprehensive set of Denver Mint quarters, the 1986 D quarter is an essential inclusion. Its classic design, historical significance, and wide availability make it suitable for both novice and advanced collectors. Many enthusiasts prefer coins that retain full mint luster, sharp detail, and minimal wear, storing them in protective holders to preserve their condition. Additionally, natural toning, which can range from subtle golden hues to darker silver blue patinas, is often appreciated for the unique character it gives each coin. Finally, the 1996 D quarter dollar. The 1996 D quarter dollar is a distinguished issue within the Washington Quarter Series, which has been a continuous line of U.S. coinage since 1932. The series was originally introduced to honor George Washington on the bicentennial of his birth, and has remained one of the most widely circulated coins in American history. The D mint mark signifies that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the United States Mint's primary facilities. The mint mark is located on the obverse, just above the ribbon tying George Washington's hair, serving as an important identifier for collectors to differentiate Denver coins from those minted in Philadelphia or San Francisco. The 1996 D quarter is part of the standard circulation series produced in the 1990s, representing a mature era in U.S. coinage characterized by high-quality minting processes, consistent designs, and widespread use. The obverse of the 1996 D quarter features a classic profile of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan and first introduced in 1932. This design is based on the bust of Washington created by the French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon in the late 18th century, capturing the dignity, determination, and composure of the nation's first president. Washington is depicted facing left, with a high forehead, a calm expression, and hair tied back in a queue. Above the portrait is the inscription Liberty, a timeless reminder of the ideals upon which the United States was founded. To the left of Washington's chin appears a national motto, "In God We Trust," reflecting its presence on American coinage since the mid-19th century. The date 1996 is positioned just below Washington's profile, aligned with the lower edge of the obverse. The obverse design maintains balance, clarity, and elegance, and the raised rim helps protect the intricate details from wear and circulation damage. The reverse of the 1996 D quarter continues to feature the heraldic eagle design, a mainstay of the Washington Quarter Series, until the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999. The eagle is depicted with wings fully spread, clutching a bundle of arrows in its talons as a symbol of strength and military readiness, while holding an olive branch in the other talon, representing peace and the nation's desire for harmony. The eagle's feathers, wings, and talons are intricately detailed, showcasing the precision and skill of the mint's engraving and striking processes. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions United States of America along the upper rim and quarter dollar along the lower rim, clearly denoting the issuing country and denomination. The rim encircling the design adds durability and frames the central eagle motif, creating an aesthetically pleasing and symbolically powerful composition. The 1996 D quarter dollar is composed of a cupidicule-clad structure, introduced to U.S. quarters after 1965, following the removal of silver from circulating coins. The coin features an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a core of pure copper. This combination provides durability, corrosion resistance, and a bright silvery appearance. The coin measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter, has a thickness of 1.75 millimeters, and weighs approximately 5.67 grams. Its edge is reeded, a feature that not only enhances the coin's tactile appeal, but also historically served as a safeguard against tampering, particularly during the era when coins contained precious metals. The cupronickel composition allows the coin to retain its luster for many years if stored properly, though circulating examples may develop minor wear or toning over time. The mintage of the 1996 D quarter dollar was substantial, reflecting ongoing demand for quarters during the mid-1990s. The Denver Mint produced approximately 485 million quarters that year, making the 1996 D a common yet important addition to collector sets. Despite its abundance, collectors often seek coins in uncirculated condition or with full original luster, as these specimens retain the sharpness of Flanagan's original design and display the coin's intricate details, such as the individual strands of Washington's hair and the feathering of the eagle. Minor variations and mint errors occasionally occur, adding an element of interest for numismatists. Common examples of such anomalies include double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet imperfections, which can make specific coins more valuable to collectors who specialize in errors or unique examples. In terms of market value, the 1996 D quarter dollar is generally modest in circulated condition, often worth only face value. However, uncirculated examples or coins graded by professional services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, may carry premiums depending on their condition. Coins graded MS-63, MS-65, or higher can sell for several dollars, while exceptionally well-preserved specimens with original mint luster or unique errors can command significantly higher prices. Collectors typically evaluate factors such as strike quality, eye appeal, surface preservation, and toning when determining the desirability of a coin. The 1996 D quarter also represents a historical and cultural snapshot of the United States during the mid-1990s. It was produced in a stable economic period marked by steady growth, technological advancement in coin production, and a continued widespread use of coins in daily commerce. As part of the Washington Quarter Series, the 1996 D maintains a connection to the nation's founding through its depiction of George Washington and its symbolic reverse eagle, linking historical narrative with practical utility. Coins from this period are valued not only for their physical characteristics, but also for their ability to connect collectors with a broader history of U.S. numismatics and the everyday life of Americans at the time. For collectors, the 1996 D quarter is an essential addition to a complete Denver Mint set, providing continuity and context within the Washington Quarter Series. Many collectors prefer coins that retain full luster, sharp details, and minimal wear, often storing them in protective holders to preserve their condition. Natural toning, ranging from subtle golden hues to silver blue shades, can enhance the appeal of the coin, adding a unique aesthetic character that distinguishes one specimen from another. The coin's combination of accessibility, historical significance, and classic design makes it suitable for both novice and experienced collectors. All these quarters share the iconic Washington design, excellent craftsmanship, and a history that spans decades. For collectors, the value of each coin depends on condition, rarity, and any unique minting characteristics. By understanding these details, you can appreciate their significance both historically and monetarily. Thank you for joining me today to explore the 1979 D, 1981 P, 1986 D, and 1996 D quarter dollars. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more fascinating coin collections. Whether you are starting your collection or adding these coins to a specialized set, these quarters offer both beauty and historical value for every collector.